What qualities originally made money acceptable in place of goods? The Office of Director of the Mint, Treasury Department, issued a release a number of years ago that probably does the finest job of defining the qualifications. Its definition reads in part, of course, you know that years ago the barter system was in effect instead of money. At another time, laborers were paid in the commodity that they manufactured rather than money. We can easily see the inconveniences of these customs. It sometimes worked out all right for the man who was a baker. He could take his pay in bread, but the poor fellow who made wheelbarrows and windmills had a difficult time trying to trade his wares for food and clothing for the family. After all, the butcher may already have 25 or 30 wheelbarrows. The release then goes on to list the 6 special qualities needed to do the job properly. Cognizability. The word recognize comes from the same root. It means the quality the commodity has that makes it readily distinguishable. In short, the butcher and baker will not have to examine it at great lengths to recognize what it is. Divisibility. The quality a commodity has that lets it be readily divided so that the several parts will have the same value as the whole. This quality is not prevalent in many substances. Take diamonds, for instance. A large diamond may be of very great value, but if it's cut into smaller stones, the sum of their value would not nearly equal the value of the large stone. Durability. The quality of not wearing out. Cloth and food do not possess this quality, and it is a most desirable one, particularly if you want to save. Portability. The quality of being easy to carry. Lack of portability was the trouble with the windmills. Homogeneity. Remember homogenized milk? That is milk with the same amount of cream throughout the entire bottle. For a metal to have this quality, it must be capable of being divided into hundreds of parts and still retain value. For an illustration, take a block of gold about the size of a box of safety matches. This gold is worth about $1,900 an ounce. It is also homogeneous, so that if you chipped a little piece of it off, about the size of a pencil point, that chip would also be worth $1,900 an ounce. Stability. The quality of retaining its value. It must be scarce enough to make it valuable and yet plentiful enough to meet the demand for it. If we examine copper, silver, and gold, we discover that they meet the requirements necessary to change a barter system into an acceptable monetary system.